Israel has emerged as a global force in cyber technology, and government officials here are gathered in Tel Aviv to attend the annual Cyber Week conference. Now, among those who took part is Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, himself a veteran of the tech industry, who spoke about the efforts of Israel's National Cyber Directorate and also plans to cooperate with other governments in this field. Our science and technology reporter Ariel Evan-Waldman is attending Cyber Week and filed this report from there.
What are the biggest cyber challenges facing the world today? Is it terrorists with powerful cyber tools who are able to crash economies with a single stroke of the keyboard? Is it ransomware that can lock out businesses and governments from their own pieces of critical infrastructure? All of those and more are the subject of Cyber Week here in Tel Aviv, as industry leaders in the field of homeland security, cybersecurity, as well as just general CEOs of technological companies meet and try to figure out what are the problems and what are the best solutions. Here is what the Prime Minister of Israel had to say on what the major issues are.
We created one national cyber agency, a one-stop shop whose responsibility is to defend all critical infrastructure in Israel, electricity, water facilities, etc., but also the same cyber agency that you just saw, Yigal Una, who runs it. That same agency is also responsible for the private sector. That's not to say that we're in charge of every company's security software, etc. Everyone has to take responsibility, but they have a phone to call.
But if there's an increase in threats, there also has to be an increase in solutions. And many people are saying that there needs to be an international cyber police to handle it. Right now, the big challenge is a cyber criminal can be in any nation. Who has jurisdiction there when something goes wrong? Well, it seems that Interpol itself is weighing in on that.
The unique position that Interpol has to connect countries very, very quickly, to transform into a relevant entity for the cyber age. And that's why this conference has been so important. You listen to the ecosystem that has been built here in Israel, the connections between law enforcement, academia, the cyber emergency response teams, and the technology companies. It's a very powerful model.
Every single day, more and more of our daily lives and more of the national economy is based on a cyber and digital infrastructure. And that means it's becoming more and more critical to protect it. And all of those answers are being sought here in Tel Aviv at Cyber Week.